You're doing a good job for what?
Hello. Hi, you guys. Sorry, my last live kind of messed up on StreamYard, so I had to come over and just do it through YouTube. Technical difficulties. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Oh my goodness. I'm not good with this technical stuff. I don't even know what happened. I guess it just kept freezing up, but I'm back and I'm here and I'm about to start getting to work. So I hope that I got you guys back. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, this is better. Perfect. I don't know what happened. Okay, yes. Let's see. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what happened on StreamYard. Hi, Sally. Hi, you guys. Thank you all for coming back. I don't know what happened. I was trying that StreamYard service, like a streaming service, and I guess the quality wasn't good. I've never used it before, so I don't know what happened. But thank you guys for coming back. Let me go ahead and get this one. Make sure I have this up. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm glad this is better. This is just me using plain old YouTube streaming and not the StreamYard. I don't know what happened. I was trying it out for the first time, so that was my very first time ever using it, but I don't know why the quality wasn't so good. I did like a little test earlier and it seemed to be fine, but I don't know. I'm going to have to figure that out. But anyway, what are you guys up to? Seems like a weird connection issue. I may try not using StreamYard next time and see if that's what's wrong with mine too. Okay, maybe so. Okay, Sally, yeah, because if you're having like similar issues, because whenever I've done the YouTube streaming, I've never had a problem except for last time. Whenever I plugged in, I didn't touch anything. All I did was plug in my my computer because it was dying, and I plugged in like the charger cord in my video, like my camera just shut off, and it shut off my live, and I couldn't like restart it. I don't know what the deal was, but so that's why I was trying that StreamYard. But if it's gonna make it crazy like that, then I'm definitely not gonna keep going through that, putting you guys through that. I know that's frustrating whenever you're trying to watch a video and it's just not working out or it's like all over the place. So but thank you guys for hanging out with me, coming back. How many people love StreamYard? I know I have heard really good things about StreamYard. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I did see on there like for like the connection, you have to, in order to use like the better quality, which is like 1080p. I think that's what YouTube uses, like the really good quality video. You have to have a paid service. So I hadn't even tried that yet because it was my first time. So maybe I'll have to try that, like do the monthly thing if I'm going to go that route. But anyway, this is working for now. So here we are. Okay, Sally, see you soon. So tonight I am working on some wedding tags, little bridal tags. And I have quite a few things. I have some bookmarks I'm finishing up. I already got all the painting and everything done last night. And then today I am just putting on the names and stuff, putting all the vinyl onto the acrylic. And then I have 2 new items I'm adding to my shop, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But I've already done the painting for those. I'm just adding the lettering to them. And then maybe do a little bit of packaging depending on how long we're in here going. We're in here working, so let's see. Just making sure I've got... Okay, so this one's good. Just get my board's over here. What are you guys up to? Is anybody else working or doing anything fun today or tonight? A lot of people, their kids are back in school, so I know that's probably something that's going on too. Everybody getting their kids and ready for school and stuff, like ready for school the next day. I'm just working on these orders and then gonna try to get these packaged up so I can get them shipped out tomorrow. So yeah. Made a new bookmark, working on editing listing photos. Awesome, Tien. You go, girl. Yeah, I was working on a few listings last night. I got a couple of new things added to my shop. So yeah, the listings always take so long, but it's so worth it because it's like a one-time thing, and then it's like added to your shop, and you don't have to worry about making, more listings again. And then it's awesome whenever you get sales for that thing that you just listed too, because it's like something new to make. Sometimes I get kind of stuck in the rut of making the same thing all the time because it's like my best sellers and stuff. And it is fun sometimes to make something new that you haven't made before or that you only make like every now and then. That's always fun. Let me make sure this is right. Let me double check this. You guys know I like to double and triple check things because I do not like to be in here messing stuff up. Okay, yeah. Because I have a few different names. So some of these names are going on the bookmarks, and then some of these names are going on the bridal tags. So I just want to make sure I'm putting the right ones on the right thing. I am not trying to have to go back and redo anything. I think all these names, though, I think there's 7 of them. I think. All right, let's see. I always like to try and the best I can, even though it's like a tag, so it kind of like hangs, so it's not really like going to be sitting straight, if that makes sense. I like to see if I can get it lined up the best that I can, just because, I don't know, it just bothers me when things aren't like perfectly straight. Another thing that we do as small business owners that customers might not even notice, try to get everything perfect. Question for shop owners. When you decide to increase price in your listings, is there a certain percentage you go up, and do you ease into the increase a little at a time or rip off the Band-Aid? Oh, goodness. I would say I do like the little calculating that you're supposed to do whenever you're coming up with your pricing, which is basically like all of your materials. You take all your materials, like the cost for everything, and add it all up, and then you're going to it kind of depends on how much they say, like how much you want to make per hour, but I just say, like, if it's something that's really easy, then like easy for me to make, then I don't know, I kind of look at what other people are selling it for on Etsy and kind of try to get in a good range there of what other people are selling. Because if it's really easy, then maybe you can get by kind of charging a little bit less, and then it'll put you maybe a little bit ahead of like everyone else with being able to charge less. But if it's something that's really difficult, like I had someone that ordered some of these bridal, like the hanger tags, and they wanted the titles for like the bridesmaid, mother of the bride, and mother of the groom, and all that. And I charged extra because that weeding out those little letters and everything, it probably took me like an hour. And typically I would be like, oh yeah, no big deal, I'll add that on there. But this time I was like, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of charge. And I think I charged her like 50 cents extra per tag. which isn't like a crazy amount of money. But at the same time, it's going to take me time. It's going to take me effort, more vinyl, which is cheap. But it's like when you're having to go really in depth and weeding small letters, or like, I don't know what all you guys do, but if you do like acrylics and stuff and you're having to do like lots of painting, or if they want something like really intricate on there as far as like the vinyl goes, definitely charge like what you feel, don't, because then you're going to get stuck making something and you're not really getting the income that you would like from that item, and then you're going to kind of resent making that thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but if it's something that takes a long time and you're not charging enough for it, you're not really getting a whole lot of like I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but if you're not getting what is it, if the juice ain't worth the squeeze, whatever, if the juice is not worth the squeeze, then I don't know, up your price on the juice, I guess. Y'all, I don't know what the heck I'm trying to say, but basically you charge whatever you feel like is a good happy medium, and then I really go off of what other people are charging for that same thing. That's a really good place to start. And pricing is so hard. I could literally make like a whole probably video series and have people come on here and talk about Etsy pricing and all that stuff. Maybe that's something I could do one day, but I feel like that topic could go on and on and on, because obviously I've been sitting here talking about it for a while. But I feel like pricing, it's like everybody thinks of it differently. And some people think like, oh, don't charge so much for this or that. But if it takes you an hour or 2 hours to make that one thing and you're only getting like $10, I mean, you're making $10 an hour, or even $5 an hour if you're, taking 2 hours to do it. So I don't know. You kind of got to factor in your time and what you're willing to make for that thing. I hope I answered your question, Tian. Was kind of all over the place. I did a recent price increase and just went up a bit all across the board on all my items. I didn't notice any changes. That's good, Jennifer. I actually did too. Like a few of the newer things that I've added, I have increased the price a little bit, because y'all, prices are going up for everything. It's not just like us small business owners. It's literally everything. Like prices everywhere, as y'all know, are going up. And so I feel like if you have to go up on your price, then I would say just go for it, because everybody else is really going up on their prices too, I've noticed. I watched another YouTuber. She said when she does a sale, she increases her price before adding the sale. So it's not really a sale. That seems so shady to me. Yeah, I've actually heard of people doing that too. I think it's more of like a sales tactic than it is like a true I'm running a sale type thing. I don't know, like I have tried doing sales and I feel like they do help whenever you are running a sale, but also it's not like the end all be all. Like it's not gonna just take your shop from 0 sales to, hundreds. I think it would help you, because just think about it, if you're a consumer and you see something that's on sale versus something that's not on sale, and it's like essentially the same thing, you're gonna probably go with the thing that's on sale rather than the thing that's not on sale. I don't know if that makes sense. I think it's, but like I said, I think it's just a sales tactic that some people use. But I mean, it is worth trying if you wanted to try going up. I mean, I probably wouldn't do like the whole percentage up. I would probably do maybe like a little bit and then run a sale. I don't know how people are really like factoring it, but yeah, it does sound a little bit shady for sure. Wood prices are still higher than when I created the listing. I can't eat the cross anymore. Yeah, I totally understand that. And shipping too. I was like the other day I was adding one of my larger acrylic signs, and I was adding like a shipping profile in Etsy. And so I was just looking at some of the other shipping profiles that I had, and I was not charging enough for shipping on those. But I mean, essentially it's like you add your shipping price in with your sign. I don't know if you guys do that. I do, because shipping isn't free. and you do have to like come out of pocket for that as the seller. So I do add that price in with the cost of the sign. And so I had to go up on a couple of my listings because factoring in the shipping, it had gone up. So I was like, hey, I got to go a little bit higher because it is hard as a small business to eat the cost of certain things. I totally get that. Okay, so now I'm going to get the ribbon for these. I think these are all white ribbon. Okay, let me grab some ribbon. I already had a few cuts. But I think the main reason people go up a little bit is because like it's a way for you to increase your price without it being like too noticeable, I guess. Like if you're running a sale, because some people run sales like all the time. Their stuff is always like on sale, which I mean, like you said, is it truly a sale if you're raising your price? But I just think that's a sales tactic that some people use. Oh man, that's frustrating as a shop owner that you have to keep checking your prices. Yeah, for sure. I go on Etsy probably about once a week and just see like my prices versus some other people, and just to be sure that like similar items that I'm selling, like stuff that I sell that's basically the same thing as what someone else is selling, is like the pricing is not, if I'm not charging way more or way less than other people. But I don't know, pricing is a tough one because everybody kind of does what they feel, is good. And I mean, let's see, any tips for getting that first sale when you're just starting out? I would say just honestly, I did a few ads in the beginning, and make sure your pictures are really good. Like, make sure that your pictures are really inviting and bright and really show like the item that you're selling. And just be patient. It'll happen. It really will. If you're doing everything right and you're putting if you're putting energy into your shop, you're really adding new listings, being really good at your pictures and stuff, and using those tags, the title, all that stuff really matters. So I would make sure that you got the SEO part of it down. And there are tons of videos on YouTube about SEO, but basically that's just like your tags, your title, and your description. You want to make sure that you're using keywords that people are going to actually type in. Like for these bridal hanger tags, for instance, my tags, I think I have like bridal hanger tag, then I have like hanger tag, and I have like wedding decor, like different stuff like that. You want some of your tags to be really specific, like exactly what you're selling, and then some of them can be kind of like more broad, like wedding decor or nursery decor, whatever the topic is of like what you're selling. I would say that too, like tags are really important for sure. But just be patient. It'll happen. I definitely had a time when I was not getting any sales in the beginning when I first opened my shop. And I was so discouraged, you guys. I almost quit. I told my husband, I was like, nobody wants my stuff. I'm just going to forget this whole thing. But I stuck with it. It'll definitely happen. I always say you're going to get out of it whatever you put into it. So if you just keep adding new things, perfecting your craft, perfecting your shop, and making your shop look really professional, I use Canva to make all of my graphics, which I have been meaning to do a video about the graphics and Canva and all that, but I will get to it, you guys. I promise I will get to it. I use Canva to make color photos, to do my background paint. I actually had that out earlier, but I do background paint. So the paint that I do on the back of the acrylic, I have a little 8x10 sheet where I painted little swatches of each color that I have from my shop that the customers can choose from. And I went in Canva, uploaded that picture into Canva, and I added like all the names. So I just say, just try to make your shop look as professional as you can. I mean, it is a small business, so you're just starting out, but it doesn't have to look like you're just starting out. Like really try to make it look like, whoa, this shop is legit. Like people might see like, oh, she doesn't have any sales yet, or she only has one sale, but they'll look at your shop and be like, whoa, she definitely knows what she's doing. Like as far as looking professional and having a logo and all this stuff, which it can be really overwhelming. I know. I've definitely been there. But I think that is really good, and it helps your business look more credible and all that. So that's what I would say. But patience, it'll happen. Keep going. I agree. Adding the most things you possibly can, because you never know what items will take off. Jennifer, you are so right, because some things that I added that were like just random, like maybe someone like wanted a custom thing made. I ended up adding it to my shop, and now some of those things are my best sellers. So it really, you're really right about that. Just add whatever you can, and something will definitely take off. Let me grab a few things over here. Let's see. Sorry, you guys. I'm just grabbing a couple things for packing up these orders. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't get discouraged in the beginning. Everyone goes through that time frame when you haven't had any sales yet because you're just starting out, but you'll definitely get there. Be patient. I'm just making sure I don't have any like random paint on the sides of these tags before I package them up. You're welcome. I hope that helped. I would say too, like, use your friends and family to make like samples for, if you're looking for like, if you're like, I need to make stuff, but I just don't know like who to make it for. I don't want it to be like, sometimes making samples is kind of like bittersweet, because you end up sometimes like not wasting materials, but it's kind of like you're going to make something and put a name on it or something like that. And then it will end up in the trash because you're not going to sell it, because it's not something that you're making for a customer. You're just making it to take pictures of. So I literally used all of my friends. Like I had like 4 friends at around the same time that were having babies. And so last year, whenever I was doing my acrylic ornaments, I needed to make some samples so I can take pictures of them. And so I made like baby's first Christmas ornaments for all my friends. And I kind of used it as like an opportunity for like a gift as well. And so I just made them, and then I sent them to my friends. And but it was like a way for me to make things that weren't gonna like end up in the trash. So that's a way to like use your friends. If any of your friends, I don't know like what type of stuff you're doing on Etsy, but if your friends have like a wedding coming up, like offer to make a sign for them. That way you can also get product photos like at the wedding if you end up going and stuff like that. I've definitely used those opportunities. I've offered multiple times to do things for people because it gives me a chance to like make items that I can eventually create a listing for and sell in my shop. And then also you get, you get to gift people stuff that you make, and they really appreciate that. Yeah, Jennifer, that's definitely something that I'm glad that I've done that, because I don't know if y'all feel like that too, but sometimes I feel like when I'm making something just for me to take pictures of, I'm like, oh, this is like such a waste of acrylic, or this is like such a waste of, whatever it is that I'm making. And it's really not a waste, because you are going to end up eventually like, creating a listing and using it to sell items. But I'm like, dang, I wish that I could like give this to someone or use it, in some way. So I guess that's just my little thought behind it. But yeah. So I'm just going to finish packaging up these. And then get going on some of this other stuff. I do have a lot to do, so I need to get a move on it. What do you guys sell? Like, what are some of you are on Etsy? What are your shops? Like, what do y'all do in your shop? Do all of you guys do acrylics too, or wood? Yes, Jennifer. Wood and all craft supplies are too expensive to waste. You're so right. Yeah. Okay, use those opportunities, you guys. Anytime someone's having a baby, or like I said, a wedding, or even just a gift. Like if you just want to, like I made a sign for whenever I was making my signs for like the kids' door, like either the nursery door or like the kids' bedroom door. I just randomly told my friend, I sent her a picture of all the colors that I have, like the background paint colors, and I told her like pick a color for her son's room, and she did, and I just made it for her, took pictures and all that, and then she took some pictures of it on the door. So just that's a good way, I feel like, to like not waste your stuff, and then you're able to give stuff to people that you love. So what do I do with it? All right, so now I'm going to bag these up. I do need a couple more logo stickers. Finally got my IKEA table up and running. I have my desk over here, and then my table is, I pulled my table, like it's on wheels, so I just pulled it out and have y'all like the camera in front. So all my desk and stuff is like over here. That's why I keep going over there to get stuff. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I just knew I needed to start. So I started last November making Christmas cards and personalized ornaments. Okay, awesome. I have an Etsy shop where I sell small wood signs and inspirational home decor. Oh, that's cool. That's awesome, you guys. It's cool to connect with people that are doing like similar things as you too. Because sometimes you feel kind of like I don't personally know. I mean, besides like Sally, she's of course a friend of mine, but I don't really have any friends that like do this, like people that I, talk to like every day, people that are like legitimately friends or family or anything that does like Etsy. So, or has like a small business, like craft business. So some people just don't really get like what all goes into what you're doing. So it's nice to be able to connect with people that do similar things. And then, I don't know, you kind of feel like you have real friends that actually do what you do and can understand like, the every side of this whole thing that we do here. And give encouragement, because we've all been in the same place at one point or another. So it's nice to be able to encourage each other too. Let's see. That evolved into cake and cupcake decor. Then I switched to doing small personalized gifts in acrylic. I'm all over the place because I haven't honed in on my niche. That's totally fine. You'll get there. I started out doing like tumblers and like t-shirts and stuff, like HTV. I started out doing really, like, to me, I thought was like simple things. But I made a wedding sign for a friend of mine. She just randomly messaged me. I had never even talked about acrylics or anything. She randomly messaged me and asked me if I could make a sign for her. And I made the sign for her wedding. It was an acrylic welcome sign. And I fell in love with it, you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, this is my thing. And I was kind of at that point in time, I had only had my business open for about 6 months. And like I said, I was doing like t-shirts and cups and stuff. And it was just kind of like, I wasn't really passionate about it at that time. And so once I made that welcome sign, I was all in. And I've been doing acrylics ever since. So yeah, you'll get it, Tian, I promise. Just try different things and find what you like love. And then you'll know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Just out of curiosity, how do you know Sally? I love watching her channel. I know her through YouTube. I started watching her videos like October 2 years ago. So October of 2020. I saw her on YouTube and I started watching her, and it's crazy because like we are literally friends now. Like I started watching her videos. I joined her Facebook group, and of course I was obsessed. I was like, oh my gosh, this girl knows exactly what she's doing. I need to keep watching her, following her, and getting all the tips. So she was in one of her lives, she was talking about she needs a moderator for her Facebook group. And so I messaged her, and at the time I hadn't even opened my shop yet. Or maybe I had opened it, but I was like not getting any sales. So I had plenty of free time. So I was like, yes, please, like I'll moderate for you, no problem. And so I started, and we just started talking, and like we clicked. I don't know. It's just really crazy how it happened. But I feel like I would call her a friend of mine. I'm pretty sure she would call me a friend of hers too. But I mean, we text like multiple times a week and talk on the phone and stuff. But it's crazy because it started through YouTube and through her Facebook group. And it's like you see someone online and you're like, oh, they seem so cool. And then we just, formed a little friendship out of it. And she really is an amazing person, and very thankful for the connection that we've had. And she's helped me so much. She's literally the reason I started my business, and I've told her that so many times. Even this YouTube channel, she's the reason I started this too, because she was like, you need to do YouTube. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't know. And then I just was like, you know what? I'm going to do YouTube. And she was right there cheering me on the whole way and giving me all the tips. So yeah, she's an amazing person, you guys. I'm sure y'all know. If y'all don't follow her, definitely go follow her. Simply Sally. That's my girl. Okay, wait, let me see. But I haven't quit making cupcake and cake decor because I have several little customers. Oh, okay, that's good. I honestly, this is gonna sound really like random, but I like watching like cake and cookie, like cupcake, cake and cookie decorators on Instagram or TikTok. I love watching those videos of people decorating like cakes and stuff. Super random. And I could never do it myself. Like, there's just no way that I would be able to do that because it looks really hard. Is it difficult, or is it just like if you have the right tools and you'll be able to do it? I feel like it's really hard though. Finding a niche is one of the hardest things. It really is. It really, really is. But once you find it, I feel like that's when your business really takes off because you get passionate about it and you really get interested in what you're doing. And get excited. Like whenever you get orders, it's not just like, oh, I got an order. Like, oh, I have something to make. It's like, oh my gosh, like I get to make this thing. This is so exciting. I still get like that whenever people order certain things or certain colors. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited to work with that color. So yeah, once you find that niche, girl, it's gonna take off. November will be a 1-year anniversary opening my first shop. But I feel like I've changed my mind so many times. That's totally normal. I feel like everybody does that in the beginning. So many people do that. But yeah, 1 year. Congratulations. Okay, so these are all done. Let me go ahead and move these up here. And then I guess I'm going to do, okay, let me do this. This one here. This is I think I have, this is a pregnancy announcement. But the lettering just came up on this. Let's see if I can fix it. Okay. Yeah, so this is a pregnancy announcement that I'm just going to, I'll use this one. And then I opened a second Etsy shop. Okay, planner stickers. Okay, Teen, you have like a lot of talents. I don't know how to do half the stuff that you're doing, but that's so cool that you've actually like taken on so many different things. I love that, honestly. What's the difference between using Etsy and Shopify? Is Etsy tough to use? I actually use both. I use Etsy for my Etsy shop, and then I use Shopify for my business website. I would say it just depends on your traffic. So if you're using like social media to direct your traffic to your website, go for it. Like that's awesome. And if you are looking for traffic, like if you don't really have customers or you don't have like a large social media following or anything yet, then I would say go through Etsy, because now there's like positives and negatives with Etsy, and I'm sure like you'll figure that out as you go. But one of the positives and the biggest thing that keeps all Etsy sellers going is the fact that they send the customers to you through the search. So if you have customers like through a website or something already, then having a Shopify website is perfect for you. You don't really have to have an Etsy. But if you're looking for that traction or those customers and that traffic to get to your then Etsy is going to be the way to go, because they send customers to you essentially. So yeah, that's what I would say. I love Etsy, honestly. It's been such a blessing for me. Some people have, negative thoughts on it, which I agree. The fees can be a lot. Like with Etsy, there are listing fees, there's transaction fees, stuff like that. And then with Shopify, you don't have those. You don't have those fees. I think they take a very small percentage. So it really just depends on your traffic and where your traffic is coming from. I personally, like I said, I have both. I do use my Instagram to market, but I don't get as many customers as I do from Etsy. Like 98% of my customers come through Etsy. But it is nice to have a Shopify, because it's like a place to direct people who want to buy from you. But if you don't want to deal with the fees and you have like anyone placing a larger order or anyone that messages me through Instagram, I always direct them to my website, which is my Shopify. But anyone else who finds me through Etsy, obviously they place their order through Etsy. But I would say the big difference is the fees, and then the traffic. If if you're trying to get traffic to your site, then Etsy will definitely help you with that. Hello, Rowena. How are you? Thank you for joining us. All right. Here's that pregnancy announcement. So this is one of my Valspar paint colors. It's called Gallery Gray. I love this color. When people order it, I'm like, I get excited. So yeah, done with this one. It turned out cute. And now I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and do, I'll do the bookmark. Those. Because I don't think I've done bookmarks on here in a while. I painted everything last night, and then I'm putting on the vinyl and packaging right now. This one's back here. Etsy is like having a booth in a craft market. Shopify is like having your own shop building. That's a really good way to think about that. Yeah, there you go. That's exactly how you should think about it. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, I love the way that one turned out. That's a 6-inch a piece of acrylic. Need my scissors. Transfer table rolled up on me. I tried painting the back back of an acrylic and it didn't look nice, or I'm just a bad painter. Oh, keep practicing. I promise. When I first started painting acrylic, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. I would say definitely use a foam paintbrush. So these are the ones that I use here. I use these like probably most of the time. This is a 1-inch foam paintbrush. I have these exact ones linked in almost all my videos, these foam paintbrushes. I get them on Amazon. But just use foam paintbrush. Use like a really light hand whenever you're painting, unless you just want to paint something like fully, like I have these here that are fully painted versus like this style that's like the like leaving like little brush strokes on the ends and like having some of the acrylic still being clear. So maybe just start out doing stuff that's like fully painted like that. If you're kind of self-conscious about the paint or the painting, try something like this where you're just fully painting it. And then once you get used to acrylic and you've practiced some more, then maybe that brush stroke, like doing the brush stroke method is like a way you could go too. Everybody likes different stuff. I've noticed, like I have different customers ask me like I don't have a listing for like the fully painted pregnancy announcement, but I just had somebody ask me if I could make one. I just have this one where it's like with the acrylic kind of showing on the edges and like the brush strokes there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and make that for her. And then what am I gonna do with that? Once I make it, I'm gonna take product photos and add it as a new listing. So now I have a fully painted option. So that's kind of how I've been doing that. Can you show close up how it is supposed to look like? Do you mean like the hold on, let me set this down. Like the fully painted, I can show you both. Let's see. So and then here's the back. So the back looks like, I mean, I don't know if it looks like, I don't think it looks very like messy or anything, but you can definitely see that it's painted. It's not like, sprayed on or anything. It's definitely with like a little paintbrush, the foam brush, but yeah, so that's what that one looks like. And then I need to peel this one, but this one is just fully painted. So you can't see any brush strokes or any of the acrylic through it. So that's that one there. And then here's what the back looks like. Yeah, I hope that answered or showed you what you were looking for. Is there a type of paint that works better for acrylic than others? For example, chalk paint versus acrylic paint. So I use acrylic paint. I do the Folk Art brand. That's the only brand I've ever used as far as like paint that you buy like at the craft store. But I have lately been loving the Valspar paint. I have the exact one. It's just like Valspar paint samples that you can get at Lowe's, but it's just like house paint I use here. And I only did one coat on this. And so usually like the Folk Art paints, I have to do at least 2 coats. But I like it to be pretty opaque. I don't like it to be like to where you can see like through the paint. Some people don't mind that, and it's totally like a preference thing, but I personally feel like it looks better whenever you can't see through the paint, and it's like where the areas that is painted, if you shine it up to the light, you can't see through it. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's how I typically do it. But that Valspar paint, if you're doing acrylics, check it out. Like you would really, really love it. I have the exact one linked in a few of my tutorial videos that I've done recently. But yeah, that Valspar paint is really good. All right, so this one's going on here. So all these are different colors, so let me make sure I'm putting the right color on the right one. So these are just 2 by 6 inch bookmarks. Thank you guys. I promise it has taken me a lot of practice to get good at painting acrylics. So here's this bookmark, and I have little tassels, so I'll add one on the end of here. So there's that one. And the next name, Robin. And this one's going to go on this green one. Oops, this one here. Get a sip of water. No, not sponsored, but if they want to, they're welcome to. I just really love their paint. And I use it for a purpose other than what they advertise it for, which is to paint your walls of your house. I use it for painting, acrylic. So yeah, like I said, if you do acrylics, that Valspar paint is definitely worth a try. Here's that next one. I love that color, that eucalyptus color. It's so pretty. Sarah, let's see. Sarah is going to go on this one. Thank you, Jennifer. It's so nice whenever you actually finish making something and then you get to look at it and you're like, oh my gosh, it turned out good, you know? Or like sometimes I'll make something and I'm just like not, I don't know, like maybe it's like the color combo or something, like what someone chose. I mean, I don't know, I guess I haven't had that experience too often. Like if someone chooses like two colors that don't really go together, you know? But maybe it's like their theme of their party or, you know, whatever they have whatever they're ordering for it, whatever they're ordering, if they have a certain like color scheme or something. But in, you know, if you're just making something and you have no clue where it's going to end up, like let's say they have a cake and you're making a cake topper and it's like two totally random colors together. You might look at it and be like, oh, that doesn't really go together. But I'm sure once they get it and, you know, would look good with whatever they're using it with. But that's only happened like, I think maybe like twice when someone's ordered something and I'm just like, oh, that doesn't really, those colors don't really, I wouldn't typically have people order those two colors together. But usually whenever I make things, I'm like, oh, the colors look pretty, or like whatever color combos people come up with, like sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have never put that together, but it looks so good. Here's these two. And see, like, I don't know if y'all can see that good. Yeah, so those two. I just have this one more. And the name here is Terry. This is my first time doing bookmarks in a while. Haven't had any orders for bookmarks lately. All right. And here's the last one. So now I'm just going to get the tassels for those. I need, let's see, white, black and white. So I need 2 black and 3 white. So I'm thinking the black ones are going to go with the ones that have black font, and then the white go with the ones with white font. Yep. Okay. Does anyone have experience with Instagram? That's been my struggle lately. Oh my gosh. That's my struggle too. It's tough. It's really tough. I've made some reels and stuff here and there, but honestly, I haven't gotten like too much into it. Like some people, they post reels every single day, or they post like, sorry, y'all can probably hear my toddler crying. She's getting ready for bed and is not happy about it. But I can't keep up with it. Like I just have maybe other people, have more like time on their hands or can actually like dedicate more time because it takes time. That's what it is. And I feel like that's why a lot of us struggle because you need like the time to do those things, like to film and edit a reel and all that stuff. But to stay consistent, it is hard. But I feel like it does help your shop. I mean, when I do post reels, it does get me a lot more attention on my shop. So if you're looking for to get more eyes on your business, I feel like Instagram definitely can help with that for sure. Okay, so these are done. These are so pretty. I like these two, the berry colors, and then this one with the white tassel, and then these two you guys can see here. Yeah, I like the way this turned out. Okay, so let me move these over here. I'll package those up later tonight. How long have we been on here? What, about almost an hour? I'll go ahead and show you guys my new items. So I am adding some new items to my shop, you guys. And I'm doing, let me just pull this over here. I'm doing some new baby milestones. And I typically do, like, I don't know if you guys can see here, but I typically have them, like, if you order a set, they're all the same color. But I really like the idea of like mixing and matching the colors. I saw a few on Etsy like that, and I thought it was so cute. And so I did, of course, put my own little spin on it. And so these here, let me move this mat. These here I'm going to do as a, like a earthy type of vibe, I guess you can say. But they're basically just like all these colors here that are pretty like earth tones, I guess. I really love this yellow. So pretty. I don't know if you guys can see that good, but yeah, so this is kind of one of the items that I have that I'm adding. I'm going to go ahead and put the lettering on those, and that's going to be, so these are going to go with the blue. Then this lettering here. So I'm going to go ahead and start putting those on. And then I have these other ones over here that I'm doing. Actually, I don't want to mix them up, but I'll show you guys. So these are the three colors for this one I'm doing here. I'll just set them here so you guys can see. It's like a natural. I think I'm going to call it either natural or neutral. I don't know. But these three here, I'm going to make a set of those. So it'll be the 12 months plus one that says Hello World. I don't want to mix these up. And then if I have some customers that order like the baby's name, kind of like as a name announcement, and so potentially it would be like a set of 12. A set of 14. So yeah, that's the two new things I'm adding to my shop. So I'm excited about those. I'm gonna go ahead and start putting on the lettering so you guys can see. So y'all can see what they're gonna look like. I just love this idea of them being different colors. That way, like every month, your pictures have like different, like your pictures of your baby have like different colors in it. So I thought that was really cute. Very good idea. I was just thinking about that. Funny you just said that. Yeah. Love the earth tones. Me too. I'm an earth tones kind of girl. And then all of these are the Valspar paint. And so this is all just one coat, and it's like, I honestly like it's totally opaque. Like you can't see through it at all. So I really love, you guys, I love that Valspar paint. I'm telling you, definitely try it out. It's just the Valspar color sample. And they make it for you. So it's like you just go to Lowe's and you know the paint area, you just pick out whichever colors you want. And then you tell them like what colors, and they make it for you. Like they mix it up into a little jar, like a sample jar or something like that. But yeah, I love those paints. Thank you guys. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. It's fun adding new stuff. Okay, so now I need some more transfer tape. Are any of y'all, did any of your kids start school this week? If so, how is it going? I feel like some kids like really love school and they really thrive in school. And then some kids just don't love it so much, which is totally understandable. Sometimes school can be a lot for kids, I feel like. Sorry if y'all can hear my baby. She is not very happy over there. Starts kindergarten on the 22nd. Okay. Yeah, that'll be exciting. First day of kindergarten. All right, so here is that one. I think I'm going to get my board back out. My daughter is nowhere near starting school. She just turned 2, so we have a long time before she'll be going to school. But yeah, I just think it's so exciting. The first day of school. My kids start on the 22nd too. Okay, yeah. So just a few more days. A few more days until it's that time. And here's that one. I love that color, that brown color. So pretty. All your kiddos started August 2nd. Okay, that's my birthday. Awesome. All right, and then here's this color. I like that green color too. You guys hear her? She's like, no, no, no. She is not having it. She didn't want to eat her dinner tonight either. You guys. We struggle. We struggle. Actually, I think I'm gonna make this one this color. How do you get your kids to eat, you guys? We struggle so much with that. Some days are better than others, but like tonight, she didn't eat anything. She just sat there. She didn't want any of it. But she has a few food allergies too, so it's hard to kind of navigate that sometimes because sometimes she can't just eat what we're eating, and so we have to like make her separate stuff, and then you go through making something totally separate for them and then they don't even eat it. So it's a little bit exhausting sometimes, but that's where we're at. Do any of y'all have tips for that? How do you get your toddler to eat food? Oh, you have a picky eater too? Yes. It's crazy. So crazy. I never, ever, when I thought of parenting, I never thought like, oh, my daughter's going to be so picky. Like, I always thought of like other things. I don't know. I never thought of like the whole picky eater thing. And then that's exactly what we have. We have a little picky eater. She eats what she wants. That's what it is. It's not that she's either like not hungry or like rebelling. I don't know what to say. I don't know if a 2-year-old like rebels on purpose, but maybe they do. I don't know. We're learning. But she eats what she wants. Like if I put some veggie straws on her plate, oh, she'll tear it up. But if it's like anything else, any other type of like fruit, vegetable, like a lot of times like meat, she'll eat some but not others. Like tonight I did roasted potatoes. She didn't touch them, so yeah, we'll see. Choose your battles. My little one is also 2. I still put everything on her plate, and whatever she chooses to eat is fine. Yeah, I think that's really just how you have to go about it. I think you're totally right. Oh man, that sounds tough. Hang in there. Hopefully she'll outgrow it somewhat. It'll get better. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Yes, we're definitely gonna hang in there. Hopefully she will get the hang of it soon, because this girl wants to eat cookies at like 9 a.m. She developed a terrible relationship with cookies, so we had to do out with the cookies. I have not bought cookies since, because like we would be making breakfast and she's like, cookie, and I'm like, no, it's 9 o'clock, like we're about to eat breakfast. And so she would then get mad because we wouldn't give her cookies at 9 o'clock in the morning, and then she like would rebel with other meals and stuff because she was just wanting the snack or the cookie or whatever. So we're kind of having to like cut back on some snacks that she really likes, which is unfortunate, but it's like not super healthy stuff that she likes. It's like she likes this like chips and cookies. I'm like, you can't live on that. But we struggle getting her to eat like veggies and stuff. But the past couple of days I've been giving her like pouches, like the Once Upon a Time pouches, and so she'll eat those, thankfully. So that's the only way I'm able to get any veggies or fruits in that girl. Choose your battles. Mine is the same. Yes. Okay, you guys. I'm so glad I'm not alone. We're all in this together. Yes. One of the things that helped was we all ate the same thing and together. We let him feed himself, and we make sure to make succulodium. See, that's good. We do get in the habit of kind of like eating, because like I said, she can't really eat the same stuff we're eating. She has multiple food allergies, and we don't have any, so we just kind of like, eat whatever we want to eat. Like if we want a hamburger or something like that, she doesn't really like hamburgers. We've tried, but like she can't have the bread and just different stuff like that. So we kind of have to like try different things, and even types of bread that she can have, she's just like won't even touch it. Like I'll make her a little sandwich and she like won't even touch it. So she's so picky that it's kind of hard to like really eat the same stuff because she doesn't want anything. But I think those are definitely good tips. I'm going to try that. Try more of trying to give her the same stuff that we have, of course, if she can have it, like for her allergies. My son loves vegetables and fruits. We always pretend and say, yum, this broccoli is so yummy. Do you want to try it? Okay, that's a really good tip too. We have tried like similar things like that. Like it's like, oh, yum, that's so good. But I don't feel like she falls for it. She really does not go for the fruits and veggies or really anything. Like anything healthy, it's so bad. Her diet's terrible, you guys. Oh. Yes, the smoothie pouches with veggies. My little one loves making smoothies at home too. Add spinach and always. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna try doing smoothies, and I think like letting her help, like you said, like making the smoothie. I think with them, like doing it together, so they see you making it. I think that's kind of a thing too. If they're helping you make their foods, I think I'm gonna try that. Along with some of the stuff that you guys just said, because I think that's all really good. Really, really good advice. We also do no snacks later if you choose not to eat dinner. Okay. Only things that are always okay to snack on. Only things that are always okay to snack on are fruit. That's a good one too, because we give in. Like when she doesn't eat dinner, we'll like let her eat whatever she wants because at least she's eating something, I guess. But I see how that could like show her like I don't have to eat because they're gonna give me what I want in like 20 minutes. So I can just not eat this or not eat that. So that's a good point too. My husband was actually saying that the other day. He was like, maybe we should stop giving her like snacks and stuff. That way she'll get the point of like, I need to eat this or else I'm not gonna have really anything, or maybe just fruit, like you said. Dodge wouldn't eat burgers till he was 5. Okay, well that's okay. I won't be too crazy about that then if Kai is not eating burgers yet. Okay, hold on, let me see because I'm trying to do these in a little bit of like an order. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4. Okay, so I think this one should be green. Does Kaya have aversions to texture? I think so. My son prefers a lot of vegetables raw. For example, he doesn't like cooked spinach or bell peppers, but he likes them raw. He says, "Don't heat it up, mommy." Oh, he's so cute. I think she does. I'm gonna have to try doing stuff like, I mean, we have tried like through her whole like journey with eating food. Like I used to make some stuff like apples. I used to steam them and then give it to her like either pureed or just like in little chunks that she can put in her mouth. But then I started just doing them like regular without cooking them, and I feel like she did eat better whenever I stopped like warming them up. So that's a really good point too. That's so cute that he tells you don't heat it up. He knows what he wants. That's good. I add spinach into spaghetti sauce. That's really smart too. Definitely something to try. Yes, I had to learn that too because I would give in all the time. I know it's so hard, especially when they haven't eaten anything, or like if they've only eaten like little things all day, and you're like, here, just have the veggie straws because you need to eat something, right? But I think that does create like this, like they feel like they're in control, which they should be. Like they should want what they're eating, but I think at the same time, like you're trying to show them like broccoli is good for you, like fruits are good for you. This is not like I'm feeding you toxic things, you know. So I think that like trying to get them to eat the healthy stuff too is important. Okay, so my throat was dry. Same with my kid, all raw foods. Yeah, so we've got to try some different stuff because we got a picky one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do, what is 5? And then I have a 9. So let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm not putting 2 colors like back to back. What was 10? Yellow. And then 8 was green. Okay, so I can do either one. I'll just do 4 months on this one. And then the last one will be 9 months. And then with this set, if someone wants to add in their babies, like one that has their name on it, I'll probably do, I don't know what color. I try to do like 3 of each color, except for the lighter ones. There's only 2 of each. So maybe I'll like do another yellow one or like this light tan color. Maybe I'll do that one. Okay. All right. That's all of these. What do you guys think? I'm excited about these. I feel like they turned out really good. Oh, sorry. So yeah, here's these 2. I mean, I really like this yellow color, and the green is pretty too. I don't know if you guys can see the yellow. Kind of have to turn it like that. And the green one. And then this one here. So yeah, those are done. And now I'm going to, I'll go ahead and make those other ones. Jennifer, we do the same with Mason. We don't have dessert all the time, but when we do, we let him know that we've saved him a piece, but only if he finishes dinner. My son is a human garbage disposal. That's so funny. That's a really good tactic, too, to get them to eat their food. Didn't realize my kid had never had a cooked carrot until a few months ago. He's 8. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. So funny. Thanks, you guys. Yes, the yellows. I really love that color. Okay, so let me go ahead and move these. How long have we been on here? Hour and 10 minutes. Okay, trying not to go too long, you guys. I feel like some people like love long lives, and some people like, I don't know. They're like, oh, your live is too long. So I'm trying to get the happy medium here. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and do these, which I think these are already dry. I painted these earlier today, so they should be good. Can you guys hear them? They're singing their bedtime story. My husband and my daughter in there. So these actually ran out of these 4-inch rounds. So I had to order some more, and they came in today. So I'm missing 2. I have 2 more that I need to paint. And I'll do that later tonight. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get this set done. Mason doesn't like cooked carrots either. Raw is another story. Him and my 2 dogs beg for carrots whenever I'm chopping them up. All 3 of them. That is so funny. I wish my daughter would beg for a carrot. I tried to give her carrots a couple times, and she was not having it. She was not having it at all. Dogs are so funny. They just kind of stand there and wait for you to just either drop something or give them something if you do. That's so funny. You guys think I should call this set, should I call it natural, or what should I call this set? Because it's like all like shades of like brown. I was thinking it could be like neutral or natural. What do you guys think I should call it? Like in my listing. Maybe like nude, I don't know. Nude is a funny word, but this is kind of like all like brown tones, or like tan tones. Neutral. Yeah, I think so. That's what I was thinking, either neutral or natural, but I think neutral would be. Okay, yeah, that is a good point. I'll definitely have to try some stuff over, because she's denied quite a few things, and I haven't tried it since, so maybe I'll do that. We used to just have 3 different colors, so I will just knock some of these off. I will just do, I think I have 3, so I have 4 and then 3 of these, and I need to make 2 more. So I think I'm going to make another darker brown and then maybe another like medium brown one. That way they can, so there'll be 5 of the medium brown, 4 of the light brown, and 4 of the dark brown. I'd do natural. Neutral seems more like white and beige to me. Oh, okay, yeah, that is a good point. Okay, I'll have to do a little poll and see what comes up. I like both. I do think natural probably sounds a little more like brown tones. For sure. Here's that one. The eye on this one got pushed right down. Had to add a new blade in my Cricut today, which was good that I did that because now this vinyl cut like so good, but I was weeding some vinyl earlier that I cut this morning, and I was having such a hard time. I was like, I'm just going to recut this. And so I added a new blade too because it was smaller letters, and that definitely did the trick, adding a new blade. Because when I weeded it, I just completely started over. I trashed the first set that I cut, and definitely was easier when I've changed that blade out, which I need to remember to do more often so I'm not struggling with weeding. I feel like I struggle a lot with weeding when I need to change my blade. That's how you know. Are any of y'all watching anything good right now? I started Stranger Things. I think I talked about that last time. I'm doing Stranger Things, and then I've been stuck on Love Island. Y'all, it's such a trashy show, but it's entertaining. It is entertaining. And they have 1 million episodes, so you can't go wrong. You just can't go wrong with Love Island. Well, I don't know. If you're not into that kind of stuff, you definitely won't be interested, but if you haven't seen it, it's basically like a reality, like a love show, like a love reality show. It's a bunch of single people. They take to a beach or island somewhere, and they try to find a connection with somebody, and then people get booted off the island, and then sometimes they send new people in, and it's pretty entertaining. It's super trashy, but entertaining. Entertaining for sure. Your niece has fallen asleep to your voice. Well, I love that, Kristen. Girlface069, that's my sister, you guys. If you didn't know that already, that's my sister. Well, I'm glad baby girl fell asleep. Hopefully she'll stay asleep. Okay. Here's this one. I love that color. So pretty. I think I'll do this one. So I have 1 month. Let me just put these in order. Actually, that's smart. 2, 3, and then I have 4. Okay, so maybe I should do, sorry, I'm trying to figure this out. So I don't have 2 colors right next to each other as far as like the order goes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe I should do, okay, I'm gonna have to leave it like that. 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Right, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. I'll do, see, I need 2 more. Maybe I'll do Sorry guys, I'm totally overthinking this, but I'm trying to make sure I have these colors. Maybe I'll do 2, 3. Do you also get bubbles when you stick your vinyls? I do sometimes. Especially when I'm doing larger signs, and I'm peeling back the transfer tape, it can bubble up some. But I'll say probably like with these smaller ones, none of these have bubbles. I think if you kind of like peel at an angle, like I don't know how to say it. Maybe I can show you. Dang it, I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I'm doing the colors in the right. And first I thought about this. I wanted to do them in a certain order, and now I'm not doing that order. So now it's got me all messed up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I don't want 2 of them like the same color right next to each other. So let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I have 8. And I'll do 9. Do this one is 9. But yeah, so whenever I'm peeling the vinyl back, just put it on there. And then I try to peel it like kind of like this. I don't know if you can see that. To where I'm not pulling up this way, I'm pulling more back like this. That's typically how I'll do it. And it really does help to prevent that, I've noticed. But like I said, I don't get a lot of the bubbling, only when I'm doing larger signs and the letters are thicker. I notice that it does bubble sometimes. Okay, 9. And then 10 will be a light brown. And then I'll do this one that's 11. Thank you. I like thought out this order of how I wanted to do them before and totally messed that up, but that's okay. Here's that one. Holographic vinyl bubbles, I scrape from one side to the other to prevent them. Oh, that's a good tip. I haven't used a lot of holographic vinyls, but they are so pretty. So pretty. So that's a really good tip. Does anybody have any fun weekend plans? It's almost the weekend. I'm gonna go and me and my friend and I are going to go get our toes done tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. Get out of the house for a little bit. When you work from home and you're a stay-at-home mom, you definitely don't leave the house a whole lot. Well, at least I don't. So it's nice when you have little plans to actually go do stuff. Here's that one. I love this color too. So pretty. Alright, almost done with these. And then I'll probably call it a night. And I need to go and make sure that my baby's in bed and all that. And then get back in here and finish up. I have, I think, 4 of these orders need to go out tomorrow. Well, all the stuff that I've worked on tonight, and then I'm gonna try and get these pictures taken of these 2 new sets that I'm doing. This one and then the earthy tones. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get pictures taken of those and get those listed pretty soon. So yeah, hopefully I can get that done pretty quick. Oh wait, I'm not doing this one yet. Not yet. Okay, so I need to save that. I'm just gonna stick that right there so I don't lose it. And I need a new piece of transfer tape. I also use, I don't know if y'all noticed, I use the same piece of transfer tape all the way through. Yeah, I use the same exact piece. I don't use, in the beginning I was using I would put these, I would stick them all on different pieces of transfer tape and then cut them out and then put them on. But then I was like, I'm wasting so much tape. I can just use the same piece over and over again. So that's what I usually do. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not, but try not to be wasteful. And then it's just easier too, because you just have this one piece you're kind of working with. And also, as you use it, it gets not so sticky. So this transfer tape that I use is pretty sticky. So as you do it, it's not as sticky, and so it's easier to pull back. And I probably am assuming because it's not so sticky, it wouldn't. It would also prevent a little bit of that bubbling you were talking about too. So that's those. So I just need to go ahead and paint those other 2 and get those put on. Wait, maybe it's just one. Oh no, this one. So there's 2, yeah. So 1, 2. Get those painted up and then put those decals on them, and I'll be done with those. I'll try to get those listed up tomorrow. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and end this here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and working with me. Hope y'all enjoyed this little live work with me. But yeah, I'm going to try and I've been doing these kind of weekly, but I'm going to try and keep doing them weekly. If not twice a month, I think is good. But yeah, I'll try to let you guys know a little bit beforehand, earlier that morning or something, when I'm going to be going live, in case you want to plan to come hang out with me. But thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a good night. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.